Please, I've always told you to cover my webcam after your meeting. Please never forget to turn off my webcam after your Zoom meetings. Please help me get my ring light. I'm about to record a video. Thank you. So over the years, I've seen a lot of people cover their laptop webcams with some form of tape. It could be paper tape, it could be duct tape, any form of tape that physically covers the webcam. But why do they use it? And I mean, does it make sense? I know if you are watching this, you might be like it's security so that they would not be able to see the person. But I mean, I feel like those excuses are dumb, and I will let you know by the end of this video. Sorry, I'm not trying to hurt anyone's feelings or anything, but you might be doing it. I did it for a long time, but I'll just share my opinion on that with you. So recently, most computers or laptops now come with that webcam cover to enable you cover your webcam when you want to cover your webcam, or if you want to cover your webcam. But do people use it? Should people use it? So those are the things I'll really be discussing in this video. If you're someone that has been covering your webcam either with tape or you've been using the cover, why are you actually covering it? Let me know in the description. So the reason I did this video is just to give my opinion on this, and I will let you know why people have been doing this so far. People have been covering their webcam because they feel like, I don't want anybody monitoring me, I don't want Microsoft monitoring me, I don't want any hacker monitoring me. In case they hack my laptop, they will not be able to monitor me, or they will not be able to do this and that. So many people have their numerous excuses as to why they cover their laptop or their computer webcam, but is it necessary? So if you are coming from the angle of, if I'm hacked, I don't want them to see my face or whatever, or I don't want them to see me doing some funny stuff. I mean, in the first place, if you can prevent yourself from getting hacked, if you can follow the basic online safety measures or the safety measures, you shouldn't need to be worried about that. On the other hand, even if you are very paranoid and you feel like, you are not sure you might get hacked and you don't want anybody monitoring you, if someone hacks you, the person really does not, if the person is hacking, for example, if they hack my webcam and I'm sitting in front of my webcam, what do they see? They get to see my face. Maybe I'm typing or I'm doing something. But the most important thing that any hacker needs from you is what you're saying and what you're doing. So if your computer is hacked, or if that particular laptop is hacked, I think the webcam should be the least of your worries, because if your computer is hacked, they have access to your documents, they have access to everything on your computer, your passwords, whatever it is. And aside that, they have access to enable your audio, which is more dangerous. If they enable your audio, if your audio is enabled, if your mic is enabled and they enable your mic, they can hear whatever you are saying, they can hear whatever conversations you're having, no matter how sensitive it is. So, and you wouldn't even know. But if your camera is enabled by these guys, there is an LED in front of your webcam that always, or a white light or whatever color of light that shows that the webcam is on. So even if it is on, you would know that your webcam is on. If somehow they end up disabling it, which I don't think it's possible because they work hand in hand, but if at all they disable it and the only thing they can see is you, but if you are communicating and your audio is not on, they can't hear what you are saying. So the most important thing I think you should be worried about is your audio and the documents you have on your computer. So in the first place, you should avoid getting hacked, or you should avoid doing anything that will get you hacked. So that is what you should have in mind. So covering your webcam would not really make any sense. If you're that type of person that is your main reason for covering your webcam, then you probably need to rethink. So you might want to ask me, so Emmanuel, why do those companies like HP and all those other laptops, why do they have those webcam covers on their laptops, on their desktops? Is it that they are not smart, or why did they put it there exactly? Well, the bitter truth is that the reason they put it there is just for the market. It's because, people are saying, we want something that will cover our laptops. We don't want to be using paper tape again, or we don't want to be using duct tape. We need something that will cover our laptop. And then a particular laptop brand, let's say HP, decided, okay, since people are requesting for it, people requested for it in the reviews or as one of the things they wanted. People like those other, I don't want to say people like you, people like those people that cover their webcam requested such feature. So they said, okay, let's give them the feature. It does not change anything from us. It's just for them to cover their screens or their webcams, right? So let's give it to them. So if we give it to them, it means people will buy our laptops. If we are the first to do it and we are in the market, if we put it out there, lots of people will start rushing our laptops. So they did it, and after one person did it, saw that people were buying it, the other computers or the other manufacturers or OEMs also started putting the webcam cover just to satisfy the user's wants, not because they feel it will keep you safe or because it's protecting you from anything. So that is why those covers are there. It's not because it's a security measure. But on the other hand, I feel like it does not hurt, it does not harm you to use it. If you have a cover, you might as well use it, because for me, for example, I can decide to turn on my laptop, and but I've never had the instance where I come out from the bathroom without wearing my clothes and I'm in my room with my laptop turned on. I've never had that instance. But if you're that type of person that perhaps goes naked around in their room and your laptop is open, then perhaps you might need to be concerned, or you can show concerns in that case, because if your computer is hacked then and you're walking in naked or whatever, then it's a problem. But if that's usually not the case, then I see no reason for you being paranoid. So like I said, the most important thing is for you not to get hacked. So that is what you should be concerned about. How do I stay safe? How do I avoid getting hacked? What are the safety measures? So those are the things you need to be bothered about. So every other thing, I think you really don't need to be bothered about it. But for me, if I have a computer that has it, I would use it. Once I'm not using my webcam, if I'm not in a meeting, I would go ahead and turn it off, because it's there. I mean, if it's there, why not use it? But if it's not there, then I still really don't need to bother myself. If I can get tape, or if I'm that paranoid, if I want to get tape, or if I know I'm that type of person that undresses in my room where my laptop is, and if I know that my security hygiene is really poor, then I can go ahead and do that. But if not, I don't think you need to be bothered if you're that type of person. So that's my own opinion on this whole covering of webcam stuff. If you have your different opinion, feel free to share, because we are here to share knowledge, and I would like to know if you cover yours, and if you don't cover yours, is this the first time you are hearing it, or have you ever seen someone doing it and you've wondered why the person did it? And just before I end this video, now think of it. For those using mobile devices, your mobile device has a front camera, right? Do you cover your front camera? Do you use some form of tape to cover your front camera? I mean, you don't. So if your phone is hacked, they can have access to your front camera, which is even worse, because your front camera does not give you any indication that your camera is enabled. It does not have any LED in front that tells you that, oh, your front camera is currently active. So if you're in the toilet doing some funny things, or you are discussing with your friends, and your phone is in your room, whatever it is, they can still monitor you. So I mean, you can as well request that your phone camera has a cover with it. So that's just my own take on it, and yeah, I would love to hear whatever take you have on it, and see you in my next video. Bye guys.